being a Sacred Heart woman, one of courage, confidence, and compassion. I welcome to the podium Elle DelGrosso.
I have been attending Sacred Heart since 6th grade, and ever since that year, my goal has been to receive perfect grades. I suppose this ambition started off as a way of proving myself in my new environment and fitting in. However, this goal quickly became my obsession. My seemingly innate desire to seem perfect academically stemmed from within me, and I cannot truly explain what outside factors made me want to be that way. All I know is that I could not stand the idea of receiving a report card with anything on it but A's. I continued on this way until my junior year of high school at Sacred Heart, which was without a doubt the hardest year of my life. That year, I took on the hardest course load, as usual, without actually considering how much more demanding junior year could be. My life that year was a monotonous routine of waking up, studying, going to school, doing homework, and going to field hockey or lacrosse practice, which always resulted in me crashing from mental and emotional exhaustion. My sanity depended entirely on breaks during the school year and athletics, which allowed my mind for 2 hours to be preoccupied from my schoolwork. My sophomore year, I began losing my hair from stress, which was a symptom of my determination that I was willing to endure. But finally, during my junior year, my stress led me to have depression so severe that I was having suicidal tendencies. As tragic as this was, junior year was also the best year of my life. My junior year, Sacred Heart provided me with the greatest opportunity, followed by the greatest support I could have ever imagined. Because of Sacred Heart, I discovered myself my junior year. During the third quarter of the school year, which was also coincidentally the most challenging quarter of the year, Sacred Heart hosted a private showing of the documentary The Race to Nowhere, which was followed by an open discussion in reflection of the film. The Race to Nowhere is a nationwide movement that aims to raise awareness of the overwhelming amount of unnecessary stress put on students by society and the government as early as elementary school. Myself included, this stress has caused thousands of students to suffer from illnesses and to commit suicide, similarly to the 13-year-old girl featured in the documentary. On the night of the Race to Nowhere presentation, I opened up publicly about the overwhelming stress in my life due to my incessant desire to appear perfect and my skewed perception of the purpose of the learning process. Societal expectations had led me to feel so pressured to be the top student that I was willing to sacrifice my health for it. And I was, after all this time, awakened to the fault in my ways and to the realization that it desperately needed to change. Without this movement, I fear I would still be caught in an insurmountable amount of stress. After that night, my goal became to learn for the sake of gaining wisdom and understanding the world, not to receive an A from meaningless memorization. I now understand what it means to have a true love of learning and to prize wisdom and knowledge more than anything, because I view every human experience as an opportunity to learn. After that presentation, I vowed to quit taking advanced placement courses and to stop only worrying about the way I looked on my transcript. During this journey of self-discovery, the Sacred Heart community offered me an incredible support that allowed me to continue on my quest towards better health, because there were times when my mind urged me to relapse into my old and destructive ways. My teachers and my peers at Sacred Heart, and of course my family, are the reason I am healthy and more myself than ever. I owe my Sacred Heart community everything, because I cannot even imagine where I would be without them. Sacred Heart has changed my life, and I know that I was meant to be here. I was meant to go through all of those hard times and to be at that presentation Sacred Heart exposed me to, because without all of the struggling, I would have never grown, and without Sacred Heart, I would not be myself or had the strength to be so confident in my true self. The Sacred Heart community is my family, and Sacred Heart is my home, without whom I would not be able to walk through life so confidently and into my future, and know that no matter where the road may lead me when I leave for college next year, as long as I stay true to myself and stick to my morals, I can continue to leave my footprints on the world and to use my gifts to change the world. Thank you.